Yo, whoa, what's going on, everybody? Back out here again tonight to do another preemptive cryptocurrency video for you all. And as we see, Hannukah and the start of it today has brought some bullish energy as we got ready to close the markets tonight. Very bullish, and we'll take a quick look at that before we get started with anything. We see that straight line breakout starting to form that we were talking about in our last cryptocurrency video. So very bullish to see these things coming into fruition already for us in the cryptocurrency market with Bitcoin, etc. Goes to show that I do think, like I stated in that last video, that the bottom is now in, as we talked about these, falling wedges, as well as the hidden divergences on the RSI and the MACD. So very bullish. The start of, again, Hannukah, bringing us this bullish energy, the festival of lights. And we'll go over that in our decode tonight when we speak about that. But very bullish. You know how we're going to do things. We do things a little different on the daily candle close news, especially when we do green stream moon parties, XRP after dark, cryptocurrency after dark. And we're going to start this one off with XRP bags and moon party, you guys.
Welcome to the party, we don't play round here. Moon suit on or you get sprayed round here. Watch where you walking, you get ate out here. Bulls and them sharks like a buffet out here. Whole blue crew and we gon' rage out here. Boats in the sky, we gon' sail round here. We ain't never coming back, way out the atmosphere. Moon suit on, we gon' blast off here. You ain't get a bag, that's your damn fault, dear. When that rocket ship blasts, watch the whole sky clear. And you stuck on the ground, probably all in tears. You ain't move no money, cause you all in fear. Moon dance with me, all I hear is cheers. Bottles popping off, all I see is cheers. You stuck in the headlight like a lost air. Watch the rocket ship lift and we all disappear. Welcome to the party, this a moon party, hey, this a moon party, hey, welcome to the party, welcome to the party, this a moon party, this a moon party. On the moon right now, it's a party going down, throwing bags in the space. I hope you catch 'em on the ground. I know you hear us. I know you hear us right now. I know you hear us. I know you hear them drum sounds. Partying till the sun come back around. Then we blast off to a new party town. Astronaut suit, put your party mask on. Moon music, this that party mask song. Keep moving, we just barely taking off. Keep booming, this the first blast off. Yeah, we moving, yeah, we headed to the top. Start shooting, keep it groovy. This a movie, pitch yourself as real bags blooming. 1000x, not your goofy. Find expensive jewelry, exotic cars with no roofies. Island smoothies, XRP groupies. Want my XRP rubies. Welcome to the party, this a moon party, hey, this a moon party, hey, welcome to the party, welcome to the party,
And without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all around the world, do we have some things to go over tonight? We got an explosive decode. You knew it was coming. It's Hanukkah, you guys, the festival of lights. An 8-day celebration that leads us into the new moon of December, our next total solar eclipse. And our videos over the past month have been preparing you for this dip that we have finally gotten in the cryptocurrency market that has taken out our previous October highs. And we've seen a correction and recovery straight back to a straight line breakout. This will be our third time, like we stated in our last video. So very bullish that we are seeing this recovery towards 60K that we called 2 videos ago, about a week or so ago. So continuation here would be a great thing. We got some very important dates to talk about today as well as tomorrow, being the 333rd day of the year. Today leaving 33 days left in the year. So very bullish to see this energy come into fruition, and we prepared you for these dates going back well over a week now when I told you to look out for the energy leading into the 29th of November, a very historic day that we're going to go back in a little bit and look at Bitcoin. But right now I just wanted to look at the price charts, pull up some, indicators, etc., and talk about what we're seeing so far on the daily time frame, etc., with this price action that we're getting today. We saw a low of 53.3 before we saw a high of 57.482. Very bullish. We closed above our 786. A clear recovery and support held on our golden pocket of our Fibonacci extension retracement level. So very, very bullish. We held the support of the bottom side Bollinger Bands, and now we're fighting our trading range that I placed on this chart. It is a little bit higher than that 55 range that I had placed on my trading view chart that we had right here. So 55, and I placed this one at 57. That was for some previous things I was looking at back here at the time with this chart. So good to see that come into fruition right here for us on this chart. We're above the 8-day moving average. There's our 21-day that we're looking to hold, get back above and hold support above to continuate this bull run. 21s and 200s is what I'm looking to pay attention to right now. That 200 we saw rejection from so far, right there around that 58.5 range. We didn't get there quite so far. We'll see what happens tomorrow on the 29th of November. But powerful 3-bar play possibly forming right here. Very bullish to say that the bottom is in. We'll see what happens. I did say we'll go back and look at the history of Bitcoin. And we're going to do that. Right now the RSI is setting at 46. So another low set right here today, or on the 26th actually, sorry. But that was our low at 36. Bitcoin equals 36 in numerology. So I just see that synchronicity and organic synchronicity, or programmed algorithm, whatever you want to call it. I call it programmed algorithm more than anything, but you guys know me. We're going to get rid of all this garbage on the screen for you guys too, so we can clearly just look at the candles. Get all that monotony off the screen. Alright. Any day now. Such a slow computer. Can't wait to get another one, you guys. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go to the trading view chart. Let's see if we can do this, you guys. A lot faster. Alright. Let's put it in log. Let's zoom out. Let's go to 2018, 2017 bull market in November to the 29th. And I want to show you guys something. This day right here. Pay attention, this day right here, this big red wick and candle right there. Okay? We saw we saw what was a 19% pullback on that day, on the 29th, in the last bull run, 2017, 2018, on November 29th. Let's go back to 2013. And I'm just bringing this up to keep us reminded on what's happened before. Technical analysis based off previous historical data. So very important. So November 30th, 2013, November 29th, we see a top on this day. Boom. So we pump up, we set our top on the 30th, and then we dump for 2 days. And then we go down in the downtrend, leading into the beginning of the year in 2013. So very important. Just thought that I'd bring that up. You know, we can see what happens. Very important. Always on. We can even go. We can even go to November 2014, and we can see this day. The 29th. You know, Bitcoin was down 0.036% this day. Not a lot, but you know, it's trading under $340 at this time. Also, you know, but 0.036 on this day is strictly tied to Bitcoin. 36, Bitcoin equals 36. But 2015. November 29th. Bitcoin's up 4.07%. Well, that equals 47. Scripted numbers. Every single day. It's either pumping or dumping on one of these days every year. It might not be a lot. We're not calling for a lot. We're just saying historical data shows us these things. So we're going to go to 2016, November 29th. Boom. It's down 0.17%. Not a lot. You know, we'll see what happens. This was a 17-18 bull run, and this is where it gets a little bit more spicy, but not a lot. But you can see it's just, we see volatility. It's not a lot, but volatility for sure. We definitely saw how today held, start of Hannukah, and we're going to get into that decode that's going to blow your mind in a minute. Alright, so we did 2017, 18. Boom. 4.26% on the 29th. So again, leading right into a correction. So, and then our last one last year on November 29th. Boom. Boom. Our 29th, we pumped up 2.54% before pumping more on the 30th, before leading right into a correction on the beginning of December. So let's pay attention to see what happens right here. We see a substantial price increasement today, so that's pretty bullish. We see we're headed towards a straight line breakout of our falling wedge pattern, headed towards that 60K. So very bullish. Very bullish. I do think that we are going to continuate and set a higher high and hit 72K. Bitcoin equals 72, and we've spoken about these things. Now let's go ahead and get straight into our decode tonight and show you why Bitcoin hit that 53K before pumping up. As we can tell, today is Sunday, the day of the sun, so very important. We see it's the 28th, and we already talked about how that is the start of Hannukah and the Festival of Lights, so very important. We also know that today is 82 days from the start of Rosh Hashanah and the Shemitah, okay? So that's 2 months and 21 days. 2 times 21 is 42. Remember that, you guys. We're in the year of Saturn, and Saturn equals 42. And we also see that that is 11 weeks and 5 days, and we know that 11 weeks and 5 days, we know we get that 115 in any day now, but we know we get that 115 in Lucifer, the light bearer. So very important. We also get that 28. Today's the 28th, so very important, you guys. All right. Not surprising that we're seeing this already. Okay, late at night, Sunday night, weekly close, very important as we transition into Monday, Moon Day. The mirror of 82 is 28, you guys. So again, very important connection right here. But today being the day that leaves 33 days left in the year, and I'm going to show you how important that is today as well. It's not just our favorite transmutation number, but it is very important that we make that connection to Yeshua prophesizing for 33 years, killed at 33. Okay, the 33rd degree. All right, enlightenment, the unfrozen pineal gland, the degree that water unfreezes, 33 degrees. So very important things right here. But let's go ahead and get started. We type in always today's date first, and we're getting 11/28/2021, and we're getting that 17, you guys. So let's go ahead and make the most powerful connection we can to that right there before we go anywhere else. And we know that God gives us that 17, you guys. Okay, well, we also know that Zeus gives us that same 17 and 71, the mirror of, as above, so below. That 21 connecting us into Saturn. We'll get into that 19 in a little bit, but we're in the year of Saturn, 2021. Again, Zeus. Okay. Also, well, we know that Yod-He Vod-He gives us that same 17 that we're getting today. So very important. Let's put that down there, okay? So all these giving us that 17. Very powerful connections today, and we're seeing upside, price action, green stream, you guys. We're getting great energy on the start of the Festival of Lights, Hannukah, okay? An 8-day celebration. Very important numbers right here. Very important time right here. And again, let's make that connection. And man giving us that 17 today. On 28, we saw Bitcoin hit 53K. But man, tying us into Zeus, God. I tell you, you are gods and goddesses, you guys. Very important connections here, okay? But also, let's not forget that Osiris Osiris gives us that 17, and he prophesied, or not he prophesied, but I'm sorry, so sorry. Osiris ruled for 28 years, you guys. Very, very important. And that most powerful connection right here, that we could say is, he ruled for 28 years. Then we can tie that into sun god today, you guys, with that 28 and 82 that we're talking about, you guys. Look at that powerful connection. You see what I'm saying? So very, very powerful today on the 28th, the start of Hannukah, okay? And, of course, it always ties us back into Saturn's rings, you guys. Gonna set 53, that 82, the mirror of 28, you guys. There's only one ring to rule them all. Remember, the Lord of the Rings, you guys. And we could say that there's that quantum, because we talk about cryptocurrencies, that quantum connection with that 27 and 82, but I'm not going to go there. I'd probably fry some people's wigs and short circuit their brains. I'm speaking about the quantum realm that we're entering into. But maybe I'll bring up a decode for that solely by itself, because it's, it ties into the mark of the beast system and everything that I spoke about in my last video, and we're not going to do that. But again, so very powerful connections in this 17. Again, very powerful day today, and we're seeing that in the price charts. And I've warned you for these days in advance. Okay, and I'm so humbled to be able to do that and to see this come into fruition time and time again, because we use the code more than anything, you guys. And I think that's powerful that we learn these things and utilize them in our everyday lives, and to be able to take advantage of them to prepare ourselves for what we are heading into in the future. So very important. And I definitely look to build a team of like-minded individuals that are willing to do the same, that are willing to put in the hard work, the 18-20 hours a days, 18-20 hour days, or whatever they're willing, but that's what I do, on top of working a job and being a single father. So I do this all for you and provide it for free. So remember that. Go back and watch this month's videos alone and see what it's taken to get here. I'm truly blessed to see this, to just so far come into fruition. We're 75% through the apex of this triangle, just like the last two, the previous two, with a straight line breakout forming. We ain't even started no TA, but it looks better. Can we see tomorrow with a straight twin tower? Yes. Liquidate anybody thinking they know what's going on. We could. Nobody knows what's going on in the bull run. Not even me, you guys. But hey, the code is holding fruition as we transition into the 333rd day of the year tomorrow, and that is bullish, very, very bullish. Let's see what happens. But back to the decode, guys, to show you how powerful this is. Not only, we ain't even got started. Let's type in November 28, 2021. We're getting some powerful numbers right here. We already know today's a day, leaving 33 days left into the year as we transition into the 333rd day of the year. The Royal Arc of Freemasonry equals 333. You think that means anything? You think these illuminated individuals know something about the power of these numbers? I don't know. I think they do. I just think they wave a light of Luciferian torch of light and deception to the profane. Okay, anyways, I'll behave. But there's that 27, you guys. The mirror of is 72, and there's that 45 that we got earlier in Yod He Vahe today with the 17, the 27 connection. Okay, very, very important. But we also know that ties us into Bitcoin, okay, with that 45 and that 72, the mirror of 27 connection there, okay. But also we saw that 30 in today. Well, that ties us into what we started today, Hannukah, you guys, with that 30 connection. All right, and there's that 27 connection in Hannukah. All right, started today, which is a 8-day celebration, and we went over this in our past video. But 8 days celebration, giving us that 27, that 145 we got in Saturn's rings. Okay, very, very important, you guys. Very powerful connections. Hannukah giving us that 27. 8 days giving us that 27. The mirror of 72. Alright. Quantum, well, we weren't going there. But, you know, that 27 is tying us into a lot of powerful things like, you know, Jupiter. Oh. Jupiter, you guys. We just entered Sagittarius. The ruling planet of Sagittarius is Jupiter, and we're getting that 45, 36, 27 connection in Bitcoin today. Again, that 27 tying us into everything else like Hannukah, the 8-day celebration that started at 25 Kislev, giving us that 27 connection, you guys. Very, very powerful. And we're not done though, because today is Sunday, the day of the sun, a day that leaves 33 days left in the year, and Sunday gives us that 33 and that 21, tying us back into Saturn. That 42 we've been getting, tying us back into Saturn, because Bitcoin is highly tied to Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, the Trinity, which is ran by the sun and the moon. But for cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is the sun. It is Sol, it is Ra, it is Helios. And we go over this. But again, today being Sunday, oh, I'm sorry, Saturn. But Sunday being the day of the sun, you guys. And we're getting that 54 today. That 27 in sun. That 18 tying us back into Venus. And that 9 that we get in BTC, you guys. That 9. Very important. Very, very important. But most important 27 connection other than Yod-Hey-Vah-Hey that we saw, you guys, is Chronos. That 27, 72, that 36, that 90 connection we've been getting in our decode tonight. Or the 9, 90 sums to 9, just like in Sun and BTC. Okay? But what is Sun? What is today? It all ties back to Ra, you guys. The ancient sun god, giving us that 19. That 35, the mirror of 53 that Bitcoin hit. When it hit 53.3, you guys. On today, a day that gave us 17 in numerology when we typed it out, tying us into God, Zeus, Yod-Hey-Vah-Hey, Man, Osiris. The sun god is Ra, you guys. We go over this. Very, very powerful. And the Festival of Lights, which we started today. Giving us that 190, tying us right back into Ra with the 19. Very, very powerful, you guys. We can't make this up, you know, and we're almost done, but, you know, just two more things, you know, we talked about that 45 connection and that 81 with Venus, and again, we just entered Sagittarius, and we got to remember that gives us the 45 and the 81 that we got today. There's that 144 we're looking out for, that we getting some very powerful things, and that's Sagittarius, the Centaur. That gives us the 28. today on the 28th. Drop the 0 and 107. You're getting the 17, that 82 connection today. Again, the Centaurs of Arcadia giving us that same 28. Okay, that 53. We saw Bitcoin hit 53K today, you guys, for a low of 53.3 before shooting straight up in a straight line breakout. And the Centaurs of Arcadia, that whole dominance in Sagittarius, are the Archers. And there's that 35-53 connection again. That 18. Drop that 109 that we got in Festival of Lights. That 190, that 0. It's all 19, tying you back into Ra, the sun god. Today, you guys. So again, just very, very powerful decode for today. You know, and I really don't think it gets any better than this. To be able to come out here in advance and prepare you for this day, and then to come out and show you why we got it after we saw it. You know, I mean, what happens from here, I don't know, you guys, but I just knew we'd see volatility. The code provides it. So we don't even have to do technical analysis, because when we can, of course you're going to cut me off. Okay. Because if we can come out here and where are my indicators? But alright, we'll pull it up again. I'm looking for my moon phases indicator, you guys. It's not popping up right here. Oh, well, that's definitely not the one I've been using. Not the one at all. Can I hide the half moons? Oh, show future equinoxes. Oh, microphone. That's pretty nice, you guys. I might have to check it. Listen, but all I'm saying is if you can come out here for a year and a half and sell the moon phases, like sell the tops of the new moon and then buy back into the full moon, and sell the tops of the new moon and then buy back into the full moon, and sell the tops of the new moon and then buy back into the eclipses into a Wyckoff accumulation period, because you do know some technical analysis, then you really don't even need TA if you're using the code to get it in advance. The day you're going to see price action and volatility. That's all I'm saying. So I find that very, very valuable, and I'm really liking that moon pattern. I'm going to have to look into that. I'm going to write that down real quick. Give me a second, you guys. Four seasons. All right, sorry. Thank you. But look, you know, very bullish. I'm gonna go ahead and live and pull this down now. You know, we see a clear kind of level of support held right here. So that's bullish. 1, 2, 3 touches, and we're gone. You know, so winter solstice coming up, you guys. Very bullish. It's gonna be on the 22nd. Yep. Just like last year where we saw XRP's SEC lawsuit, not surprising. That's the day the sun dies for 3 days. Huh, who else died for 3 days? Anyways, I'm just saying, I'll behave. But it rises again on the 25th, remember that. 106 days, 107 days. 42 days from our previous high of 69K. So that's very bullish. You know, let's see what happens between now and then. I predict around our December 2nd to 6th, around our December new moon is our our 72K top. And if it goes to 100K, then I predict it's going to hit 144K. And I provided the code for why I think this, and I provided, no technical analysis for that because I don't have any for that. I'm just using the code for that. I do think we're going to see 72K, and it's the top of the 4.236 Fibonacci extension level, and we've got that right here. Anything after that, we'll see what happens. I think it'll be ritualistically pre-programmed due to an algorithm, and we'll see what happens. But that's not even a lot of percentage from here, you guys. And let's realize that for Bitcoin, if you're holding Bitcoin to see 72K, I mean, that's only 27. Wow, 27% from here. Not even surprising. That's crazy. But anyways, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but I don't hold Bitcoin. It's just something I know that is the energy of the market, the controller of the market. So we use it to base the technical analysis of our tokens with. So with that being said, we're going to look at VeChain real quick and take a look at a few other tokens. Definitely going to hide all this. Let me hide you. But very bullish. Definitely still have a higher low being formed, higher highs being formed still on VeChain, so nothing to worry about right now. Holding support of previous trading ranges going back to the beginning of 2021. So I'm not really worried about VeChain. We've been loading the truck up and packing it in this area right here from 15 cents down. So not surprised. We still are looking for a bullish breakout on VeChain to head towards around $1, you guys. We're probably going to be a little conservative because we know, coins don't always tend to hit their Fibonacci extension and retracements. But I'm going off again the previous April high, my swing high to swing low, and I'm hoping to see $1, and if we see more, cool. But I'm gonna already have been exited out of my VeChain holdings, and the rest will be held long term. So we'll see what happens. We still have to pay attention to what happens when we get to this 21 cent golden pocket. That 21 being a very powerful and ritualistic number this year. So again, in the year of Saturn. So the golden pocket being right there, I think it could be a very volatile area. We know my power play on VeChain didn't hold, but if we would have executed 19 cents and been able to use our initial investment to buy this dip, that would have been fantastic, but we didn't. So we've been using sideline change to pack our bags more, to make a long position towards about 72 cents for VeChain. And we'll see what happens. But not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. This is what I've got on my charts, and you could be seeing something different. Your portfolio could be telling you something different, other than mine. So very important. We'll see what happens. Definitely looking to break back above that 15, 16 cent level that we struggled to get by until we saw a bull trap, and we led back down to a reaccumulation right here at the 236 Fibonacci extension level. So that 10 cent, 11 cents, VeChain. This is a good trading range being formed that I could see a bottom of a bear market coming in for next year due to my research. Who knows? But we'll see what happens. But maybe we don't see these ranges again. Who knows? I'm very bullish on this project, and I do think it'll be used around the world in this beast system that we are moving into for supply chains. So do your research on VeChain and VeThor, the VET token. And VeChain, it brings authenticity to the blockchain, and I think that's very important that we remember that. We are part of the VeChain game. But one thing I do want to state that is we don't give a damn about any of these projects, not even XRP, to be quite frank with you guys. We know the end game of all of this system. I do believe, and it's all about making money along the way, because I don't believe there's stopping this system, and unless the people truly wake up as to what is going on in the world. It's about preparing ourselves and cashing out along the way, and preparing our families for the years to come. And well, after the past 2 years, I don't know what. So, you know, red pill for anybody. Do your research. If you're confused as to what is going on in the world, and you haven't been wearing 2020 foresight over the past 2 years, well, I don't know. Start asking questions or start doing some research and following the science or whatever. But we were told about some times like this for over 400 years in the greatest story ever told, your Bible, tying you all the way back into the tourist field. Do your research, you guys. So my work exposes that, and you know, sorry for anybody that disrespects, but if I'm wrong, then I'll have to pay for my sins. But I've done 12 plus years of research, astrotheology, and ancient prehistoric teachings of an ancient prehistoric world that show that book that was written by man is not the scripture that was written by our architect and creator, and definitely expose that time and time again. So I do challenge anybody that has something to say what you mean, but don't say it mean. We can have a healthy adult date, but it is what it is, man. I think that's why a lot of people don't come out and speak, because they're not on that level of illumination and enlightenment. They just believe what was written on paper in a book. Again, the greatest story ever told. But time and time again, we expose this. So we're going to go on, and we're going to move to ADA, because we've been seeing a spring in ADA, very bullish, which I think is great and an awesome buying opportunity. Not financial advice, but $1.58 ADA, for a potential $5 to $7 conservative top. We'll say $5 to $6 conservative top. Very, very bullish. Not financial advice. We already know that ADA is pumped 10,000+% since our April or bear flu sell off last year. We'll say in March. But to see a potential retest of the 236 to hold support and get a close so far above the 382, that shows me we might be ready to be bottom up out of here if the market continues for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. Nobody knows what's going to happen here. We are in the most unprecedented time in the history of the world for finances and economy. We know this. We've printed more money in the past 13 plus months and are still printing money than we have in the past 214 plus years combined. So, I'm very bullish to continue to see a 13 plus year algorithm continue to play out, and that is it, you guys. And we are prepared for anything that happens. We don't hold crypto to quit our jobs or to buy Lamborghinis. We hold crypto for the betterment of our families and to free our domes financially, so that we don't have to worry about a number. We don't have to get fixated and asphyxiated on a number that gives us this false hope of freedom. You guys, this is about becoming advanced traders and etc. on this channel, and it's all given to you for free, you guys. Illumination and enlightenment, red pills, gut checks, technical analysis, indicators like RSIs and Bollinger Bands, MACDs, and a trading course is coming. All the way, and we'll go all the way back to the basics, and we'll relearn everything all over again together. And We'll prepare each other, because that's what this is all about, you guys. That's what my work's been about. It's been for you, because I don't want to be the only one to prepare myself for the you know, the world that I fear we're entering into financially. And that's, financial sovereignty and poverty for those that did not escape the central bank digital currencies that are looming around the corner of this financial collapse, because that is a Hegelian dialectic, and what will come out of it is when they tank this system, the old guard, and bring in the new guard, they'll usher you into central bank digital currencies just like they did in 1971 when they ushered us off of the petrodollar, off of the gold standard, and onto the petrodollar system, where they backed our dollar by oil, and it's tanked in value ever since. So very bullish, you guys. Not financial advice on ADA, but it's looking nice. Holding support of the 382 right now. Very bullish. Let's look at Shiba, you guys. Our moon puppy that got lost in flight quite some time ago. Not much to say about Shiba, you guys. It definitely, it could go up some more. Who knows? Right now it's holding support of the 618 of our, previous September highs, and we're just gonna have to see what happens. This was our exchange listing. We went down into a bear market for 144 days, and then we pumped up. We know this, and we went up, and we're up 90 million% in a year. What does that? A security, okay, a shit coin. All right, it's probably not going to a penny, you guys. I'm just throwing that out there, and if it does, I pray I still hold some at that point. But I'm just saying, we could see Shiba go up some more and top out. Our last sell order is at this 0.00015 range, you guys. We don't even care to go all the way up or any more than that. If we can just get another from the top, if we can just get another from our previous top, 60%, hey, we out. We good. And we'll hold some long term to see if it even makes it past regulatory clarity and regulations in the U.S. So, but I do believe the SEC coming for this. And we saw, in 2018, after the bull market, we saw coins with real use case utility that everybody preaches about never come back. So we'll see what happens, you guys. But Shiba Inu, moon puppy, lost in flight for the time being. MIA, missing in action, you guys. Let's look at Polkadot, you guys, sitting at $36. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, we know this thing's next stop is 75 cents. We called the 50 cent or the $50 next stop. Alright, we calling the $75 next stop. And that's our 618, our 1618. We're holding support of the 0618 right now. I think we're about to flip 618. I'm just saying. Give me the rock and watch what I do with it. I'm just saying, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Center field, baby. I'm just saying. If you ain't listening to CCR, go listen to them. They great. We'll see what happens. We're looking for a $200 Polkadot if we can get there. $180. We'll be exited out by then. Roughly that 155 range is our fourth target out, if we can get there. So very bullish. That's the 3618. So we'll see what happens, you guys. Very bullish to see that. We got in at under $20. So very, very bullish. Very bullish to buy in this time frame. 17, I think, was our last buy-in for Polkadot. The breakout. We got our confirmed breakout above our previous bull trap. Right there back in early July of 2021. So very bullish. just see what happens. Let's go to XRP, you guys, and get ready to get off here. I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. We've been up since 3 a.m. and it's almost 1 a.m. We've been up, what is that, 22 hours? It's for you guys. We're entering the bull run, the blow off parabolic top, and we're trying to be out here as much as we can and give you everything we can. Damn, where's my drink? We saw XRP hit 88 cents today, you guys. I ain't even got to tell y'all how powerful that number is. Like, at all. Let's just look at how close it came back to another reaccumulation period. I mean, how many reaccumulations after decline are we going to get with this? But again, remember, we know XRP has these tops and these trading ranges of like 40 days and shit like that, you know? And it's like, this one doubled. So, almost 86, 87 days roughly, depending on how I got that, from top to top. So very powerful numbers right there. XRP Ripple equals 86. So, I thought that was kind of strange. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But look at how close we came back to this 86 cent launchpad theory, you guys. Y'all know how powerful I talked about that for weeks and months, about that 86 cent launchpad theory. I mean, it really truly shows me that, we may not ever come back to these levels of under $1 after our next bear market. Point blank period. Like, I mean, we are building support right here. And that is bullish for me. I can't even express that enough. But let's look at some Bollinger Bands real quick. We see right now we wicked below the bottom side Bollinger Band, and we've held every candle body closure since green and upwards, above the Bollinger Band. So very bullish. Let's get back up to the median of our Bollinger Band at about $1.07. That 107 level. We're getting that 17 today. So that's a very powerful number right there. That's above our 105 cent range, and we know that that dollar psychological range is what's holding us down right now, I do believe. So very important. Still looking to break that 123, and again, anything over 150, 140, where we got full trapped out. That 134 to 140, just holding a lot of pressure right there. Ripple XRP again. When we look at that in numerology, we know that's what held us out at 134. Again, Ripple XRP equals 134. Okay, so very powerful, and we know that holds strength. That 42, Saturn, you guys. The Antichrist ruled in Revelations for 42 months. Prove me wrong. I mean, I'm just saying. So very important things, you guys. I can't express this enough. I mean, I don't even know what we're facing in the world no more. There's 34 dragons in the Bible that nobody wants to talk about anymore. And they call them serpents. They're serpents, John. Yeah, because you know of fire-breathing snakes, and I don't, I guess. But I don't know. I'm just saying. Yahweh was a dragon, the protector of the Hebrew. But I'll behave. Boom. Let's look at the 21 and 200. Boom. There's that 200 exponential moving average that we need to see support above. We need to see daily candle closes above that. Let's get back above that 21. You see where that 21's at? Our $1.05 trading range I placed. That 21 wasn't here when I placed that. It was up here. So to see that 21 right there, that's very bullish. that's very bullish for me to show that, you know, I I really did great picking that trading range. I think, you know, just, you know, not financial advice, just me. But that 55 right here, we see that 13, that yellow 13, that gray 55 right there around the median of $1.07, $1.08, and that 13 is trading downwards. So that means I need to find my 8. Man, it always wants to act up when I zoom out. Okay, there we go. Look at this RSI, you guys, sitting at 38 right now. We had a low of 33 on a day that leaves 33 days left in the year, you guys. Oh no, I'm sorry. That wasn't the day. That was 3 days before. The day that leaves 33 days left in the year. The day before we transition into the day that is the 333rd day of the year. I don't know. I mean, threes are powerful right now, if you ask me. But I'll behave. Let's look at that 8. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're looking to do. We're just in bearish posture right now with everything, you guys. The 8 looking to hold support. We don't want to see that bearish pioneer cross. Like, that is a super duper pioneer cross. Like bearish pioneer cross, you guys. We don't want to see that cross that 200 exponential. So we want to see it hold support or bounce off of that there. See price action get above, you know, get above here. And close above this 200 exponential. Get back above the 8. Remember, these are lagging indicators too. So we can see price action before we see these come up. You know, or we can trade sideways and hold resistance above this against this 200 and see this 8 lag down here. So don't get scared if you see that. But it is bearish if we see price, you know, decrease and that 8 and that 13, you know, get below that 200. Very bearish, you guys, to know that. So these are all Fibonacci's again that I use. The 21 being especially important, being the 21, the year 21, the year of Saturn, and that 55, Satoshi Nakamoto equaling 55. So it's very important, that 55 on Bitcoin. That 34-day moving average sitting at 107. You know, so everything cooled up right here, and I wouldn't be surprised to just see any day now price action to the upside of for XRP of anywhere between, you know, 5 to 10% to you know, just eliminate this consolidation right here, these moving averages, with this fake out we've been getting. You know, I mean, let's look at how far we're down in this sell-off, in this shakeout, in this black swan or this bear market, whatever. Anyway, well, I'll be damned. We're down 34%. You know, not surprising. We're getting these powerful numbers, these 34, these 43s. You know, we're in the biggest pandemic ever, you guys. The biggest psyop ever, I mean. And, well, that 34, that 43 connection, we're getting that in pandemic, you guys. Again, pandemic being 151, tying you straight into 36, being the 36 prime number. Okay? But pandemic getting us that 43, 34 connection. So that's a very powerful number. It's not that I just say these things are very powerful. They're ritual. Point blank, period. The most important thing we need to remember about tomorrow is it is 2 months and 22 days since the start of Rosh Hashanah and the Shemitah. And we saw the history of Bitcoin on the 29th. It either pumps or it dumps. One to fucking two. Like, sometimes it's a small percentage, sometimes it's big. You know? I mean, 19% that one time I think we talked about in the earlier the video. So let's just remember that 222 is a very powerful number that we get in order out of chaos, you guys. And well, guess what, man? Gaia, Mother Nature, she only has one rule, and that is chaos. Beautiful and brilliant chaos. Okay? So 222, giving us that 71, that mirror of 17 that we're getting today. So very important as we transition into this day tomorrow. Okay? The 2 month and 22 days since Rosh Hashanah, the 333rd day of the year. Okay? Monday, Moon Day. And World Economic Forum giving us that same 202. You guys. And these are the guys that, ran the 3-day cyber event and pandemic that said it would be worse than the bear flu, that would make it look like a blip on the radar. There's that 93 telling us in the Saturn. That 96, that 69 mirror of connection in Saturn. Anyways, but that 222, well, we know 9/11 to the bear flu, day to day, was 222 months exactly. And I mean, not a day in between, more or less. That is crazy. But where that event 201 take place, which was a simulated pandemic, well, wasn't it in New York? Huh. Giving us that same 222. I mean, I'm just saying. And then we see the biggest psyop ever. Huh. Giving us that same 222 and that's 66. I mean, I'll behave, you guys. But very powerful numbers that we're getting tomorrow as well. So, we're gonna have to see what happens and continue to see if our straight line breakout that pulls us out of this shakeout and Black Friday buying opportunity into the last leg of this bull run. I don't know. We'll have to pay attention to some dates coming up. The 30th as well. There's that 82, that sun god connection right there, you guys. That Saturn's rings connection right there. That 334 being a very powerful number. We'll have to see what happens. That 223 though, and why I think this day could be important is because that 322 and 223 is the connection we were getting in the Synagogue of Satan, 223, and 322 being our Skull and Bones Society member friends. And then December 1st, you guys, we know, that's important because we're seeing that 54 in December 1st. We know it's a Wednesday, Miércoles, the day of Mercury, but we're getting that 54 that we get in Sun. Okay, so very, very powerful. Okay, there's that 18 in Venus, and when we type that day out, we get that 9 that ties us back into the Sun and Bitcoin. Okay, Ra. So very important. And then this is a palindrome date, and I'll be out to talk more about this date right here, which is Thursday, December 2nd, 2 days before our new moon. So new moon window energy we've already transitioned to at the start of the month of December, you guys. Our next eclipse equals 69, Saturn 69. Very powerful energy coming up, you guys. And I've given you my all over the last few weeks for why I think this could be the top for Bitcoin, leading into the top around January in the new year for the altcoins. But this day giving us 55 in numerology, and we know how powerful that number is in our work. Satoshi Nakamoto equals 55, God 55, Satan 55, and predestination equals 55. So very powerful, you guys. So we're paying attention to these dates, and this is 86 days from the start of Rosh Hashanah and the Shemitah, which Tetragrammaton, the puppet master, equals 86. That 122. Very powerful numbers, you guys. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to sign off of here, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video tonight. Take care, and God bless. We're going to see you in the next one.